It is no wonder that Nigerians are doing this in Ghana. Do you know why? If a leader can do this, then it is absurd. It's absurd. Do you remember ENDSARS happened on that day, 20th October 2020, about close to 3 years ago? ENDSARS, a massacre. Let me tell you what has happened. After several denials, Sanwo-Olu plans a mass burial for 103 protesters massacred during ENDSARS. And who is this man? He's a governor of Lagos State. So governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, has approved a mass burial of at least 103 protesters who were massacred by joint forces of the Nigerian army and then the police during October 2020. Mass protest during the October 2020 mass protest against police brutality tagged ENDSARS. You see, in a letter seen by People's Gazette and dated July 19 by the Public Procurement Agency, the state's governor engaged the service of Mischievous Funeral Limited. That is a private firm. A private firm in charge of funeral. At the cost of 61,285,000 to bury at least 103 bodies, which were identified to be victims of the killings. And they denied that nothing of that sort happened. Are you seeing it? Are you seeing it? Following a review of your request and based on the information provided therein, the agency has no objection to the award of the contract to Mischievous Funeral Limited at a total cost of what? 61,285,000 naira for the mass burial of the 103, the year 2020 ENDSARS victim. The letter read. This move comes almost 3 years after Mr. Sanwo-Olu and his colleagues in government barefacedly denied the brutal killings of unarmed protesters who were waving the Nigerian flag. If they were just waving Nigerian flag and chanting the national anthem. So is that a crime to sing national anthem and waving a flag? At the Lekki Toll Gate on the night of October 20th, 2020. Chief Press Secretary to Mr. Sanwo-Olu, Boyega Akosile, was asked about how this new move reflects on the past denials of the state government. He laughed and simply told the Gazette that the government will release its response soon. You see? African leaders, that of Nigeria too. The move also comes after a call for identification of missing person by the Lagos state government was ignored due to several reports of intimidation and harassment, which was meted out to individuals who appeared before the panel of inquiry to make claims that indicted government. You see, Mr. Sanwo-Olu had issued a white paper to confirm his denial of the findings of the Lagos State Judicial Panel inquiry, which described the incident as a massacre. You know what massacre means? The judicial panel had ruled that nothing could justify the war-grade violence unleashed on peaceful protesters, which led to the death of scoring during the incident. Mr. Sanyo Olu and his government continue to uphold their denial as the official version of events. A great deal of evidence and a number of government decisions, such as the appointment of former army chief Teka Buratai as a diplomatic envoy to the Benin Republic, which many believe was done to protect him from persecution by the International Criminal Court, confirmed the incident and further demonstrated that the government was aware there was sufficient evidence to conclude that the incident was a massacre. If you spray guns on peaceful protesters, what will you call it? It's not peaceful, it's not massacre. Killing a lot of people, just spray them like mosquitoes. Is this good? Where will you find this? Only in Africa, Nigeria. Why? If a leader can do this, then if people are doing this, it's no news. It is no news. Let's go on. The judicial panel affirmed that the casualty of the incident was worsened because the army refused to allow ambulance and medical help to get to the injured protesters who were in need of them. They refused them with ambulance. Even first aid, some people would have been saved, but nothing of that sort were given to them. Is this not wickedness? Is this not wickedness? What will you call it? What will you call it? Judicial panel, they are affirming to this. Chief pathologist, the Lagos State University Teaching Hospital. You know his name? Professor John Obafunwa testified before the panel of inquiry that at least 99 bodies were deposited in morgue across Lagos from ENDSARS protests, with several of them carrying bullet wounds, some blunt trauma, and some to bruises. Where from them? Little beatings and guns. So, where will you find this? Nigeria. Of the 99 bodies, they were confirmed to be that of protesters. They were successfully traced to being brought in from the toll gate. A video investigation published by CNN also complemented several videos that were taken during the incident and confirmed that the men of the Nigerian army and police indeed shot directly at protesters using live bullets. This thing is not being rubber bullet we use. Must we use live bullets? This is wickedness. Mr. Sanyo Olu has asked citizens to snap out the incident and build back better, but families who lost their loved ones in the incident struggle to find closure in the face of the government's suppression of the truth. Yes, they're suppressing the truth. You see? Where can this be found? It's only in Nigeria. It can be found in Nigeria. it can be found in Nigeria. So this is what is happening. This is what is happening. This is what is happening. Something that they said, it is not true. They denied. They denied. So if you are living with a Nigerian person is doing this to you or doing all of this, it is no news, because if their leader, a public figure, can do this, can deny 103 people. So, nothing of that sort happened. Nothing of that sort happened. Then, Charlie, where are we heading towards? Where are we heading towards? Where? Where are we heading towards? It is not easy. It is not easy. So if this thing can happen, then Nigeria, there is something in it. There is something in it. There is something in it. Why? Sometimes I don't know if they become governors, presidents. Why? Telling the truth to the mass become problem. Always covering things. And they say, children don't what? They don't learn, they watch. So your people are watching what you people are doing. If a leader, a public figure, can do this, then it's of no news that they are doing this all over the world. All over the world. This thing people talked about, I can't remember, 2020. They say nothing happened, nothing happened, nothing happened. And what baffles me is when the injured people were denied ambulance and first aids. Why? Police, Nigerian police, Nigerian army. Why do you have to do that? You deny them, they should die just like that. They should die just like that. Yes, it's becoming too much. Don't you have pity for your fellow human being? Don't you have pity for a fellow human being? A public figure, military man, police. You see, police are our friends. And this is happening. Seeing a fellow man dying, and then what do you call it? A leader, a governor, giving money to private firm, go and bury them, giving them 61,128,000 naira to make it underground. 419. This one too na 419. This one to 419. This one to 419. Enough is enough. Please, enough is enough. Have pity for your fellow human being. That is why most Nigerians are doing this. Because if their leaders are doing this, they'll do that. Always trying to do cruel things. Always trying to do cruel things. It's enough, please. But my heart is melting. My heart is melting to hear this news. 103 victims. People's husbands, people's wives, people's children, people's fathers, mothers. 103. Just like waste them in a twinkle of an eye. And this incident had been up and down, close to 3 years. And one day, just bypass and then go go and bury them just like that. The news is all over. You guys must bow your heads in shame. Bow down your heads in shame. It's too much. Think about us. Think about the people. Think about us. We take you people there. We take you there. You becoming a governor of Lagos State. Somebody will have to vote for you. You didn't, not your family members who, only your family members cannot even vote for you. These people that you are spraying them. And it's too much in Africa. If we don't respect human beings, all because of what? Power. Power corrupts. All because of power. All because of power. Why? That day is coming. That day is coming. That day is coming. The owner of this world is coming. So don't worry. Now you are the masters. You are the masters. Do whatever you want. But my heart is bleeding with blood. Sometimes it baffles me. Is it crime to be a Nigerian? Is it crime to be a Nigerian? Now, Nigeria, all over Nigeria. If you're a Nigerian, Charlie, it's something. Because day in, day out, every day, news, and all the news that come, not appetizing at all. Why? Nigeria, why? Nigeria, why? Nigeria, I ask you, why? Why these things happen in Nigeria? Very soon, Nigeria is going to be like an island, though. You'll just be in your country, surrounded with your enemies, because you are creating enemies for yourself. But I'm sad. I'm sad. I'm sad. I'm sad. Ghanaians, you need to be very careful. You need to be watchful. You need to be watchful. You need to be very, very careful. Because if a leader can do this, then what about the subordinate? Can do more than that. Can do more than that. Can do more than that. Okay. So when I say just subscribe. And then this is Mr. Manager Niger News. And your celebrity teacher. I bring you this news. Enjoy. Until then, goodbye.